I didn't mind this ending, and probably would mind it even less if it came after a long, satisfying adaptation of a story that I love. But they wouldn't need it if they actually adapted the book the way it should have been. Overall, the show felt rushed, much like this podcast. I've been talking very fast. I apologize. And perhaps if all of my issues with casting would have been worked out had they given it the time they really needed. You know, if they had had 3 seasons, maybe I would have grown to appreciate the casting of a guy like Ezra Miller or whoever it was that played Lloyd Henreid. I didn't look him up. Sorry, I'm not a pro here. A podcaster. Doing this in my pajamas. That's what you get, folks. Instead, this show felt like a fever dream, Cliff's Notes version of The Stand, devoid of substance. It's like a shadow of this book itself. And to say I'm disappointed, that would be an understatement. Why? Because this is the only possibility of them ever adapting The Stand on TV. I don't see them doing it again in my lifetime. I don't see them doing it ever again. And it was a lost opportunity. It really was. One more thing. Every episode ended with some sort of popular song over the credits. The final episode chose to use It's the End of the World as We Know It by R.E.M., which would have been fine if it was the first episode. In fact, I think that might have been the song at the end of the first episode. I didn't go back and watch it. But they missed the opportunity. There was a song about The Stand that was perfect for the last episode. It's by The Alarm, and it's called The Stand. It's a great song. If you like The Alarm, they're not... I don't know how huge they are. They're a great band. And they did a song about The Stand. It's literally called The Stand. And it's about the book. It's a much better song and a much more appropriate closing theme song. And they missed their opportunity to use it. Maybe it was licensing issues. I don't know. R.E.M's song can't be cheap. I'm sure the Alarm song is probably comparable, if not cheaper. I don't know. I think these people actually hate The Stand. I think they actually hate the book. They hate what it was, and that's what I feel when I watch this. I feel like they hated The Stand. And if after hearing all that, you want to check it out for yourself, you're welcome to. Every episode is still available on CBS All Access, which is going to eventually be Paramount Plus. I think that's all I have today. That's all the energy I have for my show today. I really don't have a lot of time here. So, if you disagree with what I have to say or agree, or want to convince me that I'm wrong, you can send me an email at peaceloveandrobotspod@gmail.com or leave me a voicemail at 585-371-8986. When I hear from you, I just might share it on the next episode. Just remember to keep it clean. Now don't forget, I'm working on another podcast that I think you're going to love. If you're a pro wrestling fan and you're tired of the same old wrestling podcast where they talk about the angles that are going on, the who's signing where, or who's going to show up when, the pay-per-view results, all that stuff, yeah, you're not going to get that here. You got to check out Wrestling Makes You Think. Because this week, we asked the question, what do diet fried chicken, sex A signatures, and late-night ECW make you think of? Well, the answers might surprise you as the conversation goes to some unexplained places. Yeah. Check it out where all fine podcasts are sold. Podcasts. Yeah, I'm sorry I said it that way. Anyway, if you have the time, I'd love for you to rate, review, and share both shows. They're both they're not that hard to find. Look for them on Apple and Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and most recently, Audible. How cool is that? Peace, love, and robots. MOON. That spells podcast.